ברוך השם, מאוד.
Morning, Rabbi.
Good morning, good morning. Tomorrow we have the two Yanim. I have regular school, so we can learn the same time as every day. Even though in this place they have two Yanim because it's excuse me, tomorrow. We're holding Shabbat, Daf Chaf Aleph Amud Aleph.
Tomorrow's regular class schedule. Here.
Let's look at the Gemara that everyone knows, but everyone should continue doing whatever you do always. All your questions that you have, what if? Continue doing what you do, but we're learning what should be done the right way. As always, yeah. We're holding it up to 20. Every time you learn your opinion, so I'm doing whatever you did is fine. You're learning how to improve sometimes.
It's hard to change. You're doing something for years, right?
Life is about changing. If you're unable to change, we're holding it up 21b. Tanu Rabbanan, we're just doing it first because everyone is.
Yeah. 58.
Tanu Rabbanan, mitzvat Chanukah, ner ish ubeito. Remember, the key word is beito for Ashkenazim and Sfaradim, regardless how it ends up at the end. Ner ish ubeito. The house has to have a candle by an ish, yes? Katan, isha, a stranger, a neighbor, we'll see later. והמהדרין, ner לכל אחד ואחד. So let's say Wednesday night, tomorrow night. So if you have 3 sons, so you light in each one of the children. The question is, in the Gemara, in the Poskim, no one ever mentions that the wife has to light separate. Of course, if you have a single ruler, she has the same chiyuv as you, but the wife, says the Khatam Sofer, fascinating. When Khatam Sofer says, in the time of the Gemara, which is of course the Ikar Adin, people used to light outside. The women never ever went outside, open, like dark. So this is the way it was established.
But the daughter did?
Well, what?
The daughter went outside?
Which daughter?
Any daughter. Is the daughter lights her own?
The daughter didn't light either.
Didn't light either, okay.
They didn't light. Ladies were not outside.
Ladies didn't light. See, not just like ladies didn't light. He's saying.
But the question is always on the wife. It's a big question. It's going to see which one of the kids lights.
Yeah.
Why shouldn't the wife? Says the Khatam Sofer because the way it was established originally was this way.
But if she does light?
If she does light, it's as good as she's sitting in the sukkah. If she feels very good and she would sleep better, let her do it.
That's what they tell you to go. But she wouldn't make a beracha if she lights? Shouldn't.
Obviously not.
No, Ashkenaz would. Oh, I don't know.
But didn't we just have before Sha'af Hayhem Hayu Da'oto Anes or something? Or
I would say very often we are influenced by more modern people. You do it only to satisfy, not for the mitzvah at all. Yes.
Look and feel.
Woman's lit.
No. But sometimes people feel
Women's do.
the same way. Ask your wife once in 75 years to make Kiddush Friday night because the Shulchan Aruch says it's fine. Let your wife do. Will you do it? If it says in the Shulchan Aruch it's fine, it's a Gemara.
Don't try this.
No. The answer is no one is interested in halacha or respect the women. From which school you sent to do it, she comes there.
Yeah.
A girl said, well, I was teaching it by I was teaching it once in class.
Thanks for pronouncing once.
Exactly. All these pictures that we saw, where are these women today? And the answer is it's only for the show of the picture. It's a shame, but this is life.
Yeah.
It's part of it. So look here, Tanu Rabbanan mitzvat Chanukah ner ish ubeito.
Rabbi Proclamation. Can I ask, suppose you were home tonight or tomorrow night, and the Rebbetzin, I don't know, she had to be in a hotel somewhere in Yerushalayim. Would she would, or not Yerushalayim, somewhere in the United States?
I would tell my wife to light with the bracha in the hotel, yes.
Okay.
She has a chiyuv. Question is she would say with me, Tanu Rabbanan mitzvat Chanukah ner ish ubeito. But remember, the word beito is the key to many halachot, especially for Sfaradim. והמהדרין, ner lechol echad ve'echad. Pay attention now. והמהדרין מן המהדרין.
Beto, what's the definition of Beto? Exactly.
No, beito is the house. The key is, see, this is what the Rabbi spoke today. You and your wife go to Florida, and your kids are here. Where is beito?
My kids are not here. I go to Florida, my home there.
No, that's for sure. The question was, let's say your kids go to school. So your kids are here and you are in Florida. Where is the beito? He said, based on, to be consistent with his fathers, and the beito is Florida. The beito is here, yes.
Especially if it's a hotel.
The beito is definitely, the beito is here. Your children are living in your house.
So how much is at home? Your Beto is a hotel, or it's a temporary place.
Yeah, what's the difference of beto? Is it beto at that moment?
So if you and your wife, the house is empty, so of course your beito is Florida.
Yeah.
Because this is where you eat and sleep.
Gets home.
Okay. Look further. והמהדרין מן המהדרין. בית שמאי אומרים, יום ראשון מדליק 8, מכאן ואילך פוחת והולך. According to בית שמאי, you celebrate on the first night the fullestness, which 8 days, מכאן ואילך פוחת והולך. ובית הלל אומרים, יום ראשון מדליק 1, מכאן ואילך מוסיף והולך. Pay attention if you're tuned into text. Let's read the first step. ner ish ubeito. Good. Second step, המהדרין. ner lechol echad ve'echad. So let's assume you have 2 sons. So on the first night you lit 3 candles. Let's go now to the third step. We should say, ובית הלל אומרים יום ראשון מדליקים 1. מכאן ואילך. מדליקים, no? מדליקים means if we lit the first night 4 candles, me and my 3 sons, so the second night, me and my 3 sons will light 2. מה זה מדליקים? So of course you know it's a מחלוקת in the ראשונים. Some ראשונים say that it's either or. Either each family member lights a candle every night, or every night you light and you add a candle, but not everyone does.
There is not 3 opinions here, or there are 3 opinions in this.
It's a מחלוקת in the ראשונים.
How do I understand that?
Look at Tosafot. You follow this Tosafot. I'm not. Look at Tosafot.
Yeah.
According to the Gemara, Eli, every Sephardic man, yes, it follows the Gemara should do like this. Tonight, I have 4 sons. Tomorrow night, 5 people are lighting. The following night, 5 are lighting 2.
Each 1 candle, though.
Correct, but you are not
It's
doing.
funny when I read this.
But you-
I thought they meant the whole menorah. I didn't know. They meant the near
No,
real
I'm
day.
saying the Sephardim don't do it. Sephardim are not taking number 3 based on number 2. You skip. It's either or. Who says so? Tosfot. Look at Tosfot. Look at Tosfot. והמהדרין מן המהדרין, which is the third step, נראה לרי דבית שמאי ובית הלל לא קיימים, אלא הנר איש וביתו. בית שמאי ובית הלל, let's say, to add a candle every night,
Or to take
are
one
going
away.
to step 1. Step 1, that you light 1 menorah, 1 candle every night, add a candle every night, but not for every family member. Why is that? The Ika Hekera, it's more noticeable, כשמוסיף והולך או מחסר. אבל אם עושה, skip a line into us, אבל אם עושה like the אשכנזים עשו, נר לכל אחד, אפילו יוסיף מכאן ואילך, לקהל קהילה. No one, for the outsider, no one can tell how come we have on the third night 12 candles. Is it because there are 12 single people here and each one lights a candle?
Yeah.
This is a
Using
little
it
bit
right.
of a proof that they didn't use a special candelabra for each
Yeah.
one.
Right.
Because otherwise, if you have a candelabra,
We
what's
have
the
the
point?
one.
Yeah.
You pass my house, you pass every house, you go apart, we're talking about people's 8 children. It's
Yeah.
very obvious how many menorahs you have.
Yeah.
In Tosafot, you used to light it down the window. You pass by. So this is the opinion that the Sfaradim follow, that you add a candle per night, not for every family member.
Perhaps.
The real question is, look at the Gemara. Let's look at the Rambam a second. We have yesterday also Rambam here. Top, take the brown. Take the brown one's money is money. Then you take out the 3
Rabbi
brown.
Prague?
Yes.
Rabbi, so do we have other and it's mitzvah Chanukah? So we have a regular Neri Shubeito, and then the Gemara says from Mahadrin. Okay, fine. Where in the Gemara elsewhere, there any mitzvot where you have a mitzvah and then it says Mahadrin?
Anyone that talks about Hanukkah, this is one of the major questions. He's asking, he gives the brown. Look at Ilchot Hanukkah all the way there. He's asking, Man ishtana ner Hanukkah from all the other mitzvot. No, right, but you have to place the question in the right place. Of course, you know that by Etrog it's exactly the same. But the halakha doesn't give me specific rules. I have a kosher.
But it doesn't say, wait, Rabbi Prague, it doesn't say mitzvot etrog, v'amahadrin osim marat.
If you look at Siman Taf Reish Nun Vav 656, you see that it does say. But what you mean is, it's not a Gemara on etrog. There is a general rule. Every mitzvah that you do, you spend 200 at your house, and on the mezuzah case, which is a nothing, yes, you spend $100, spend at the mezuzah $150 because the mezuzah is the mitzvah, not the case, not the. Okay? Those who know it know. Every mitzvah, you have 2 choices to buy a talit. Buy the talit that is nicer, finer wood, but it's a general rule of ze live and value we can't itnael fanav mitzvah. Your question is,
so why can't we say the same thing here? It should have said mitzvah Chanukah, and then later on we would learn.
Oh, so correct. But to make the question a little bigger, okay? Make it a little bigger, open before the Rambam, open the Shulchan Aruch. Here, the Shulchan Aruch in front of you. Tav Reish Nun Vav. Here go. 656. Orach Hayim. Then after we see the Shulchan Aruch, Tav Reish Nun Vav.
Sorry.
The second, leave the Rambam open, leave the Rambam, we're coming to the Rambam in a second. Please look at Tav Reish Nun Vav. Kana etrog, you see? Im kana etrog, you have Tav Reish Nun Vav, yes.
Oh, yeah.
אם קנה אתרוג שראוי לצאת בו בצמצום. You purchased an etrog that has the minimum size. שהוא כביצה מצומצמת, like an average egg. ואחר כך, listen carefully now, מצא אתרוג, you have it? ואחר כך, turn the page. ואחר כך מצא גדול ממנו. You found a larger אתרוג. מצווה להוסיף עד שליש, spent a third more מלגב בדמי הראשון. Let's say the first one was $60, add a third more כדי להחליפו ביותר נאה, אוקיי? ויש מי שאומר, fine. So remember, the first he gave us one is small, the second is bigger. ויש מי שאומר, שאם מוצא שני אתרוגים לקנות, you are going to the store If the store doesn't know you as a cheapskate when it comes to its word, says to you, look, I have three types of etrogim, A, B, and C. שאם מוצא שני אתרוגים לקנות, באחד אדם מחברו, buy the nicer one. אם אין מייקרים אותו, as long as they're not charging for the second, the nicer one, יותר משליש מלגב בדמי
Again, more
חברו.
than a third, same
Oh.
third.
So the maximum to spend on a nicer etrog is a third. The maximum to spend on a nicer mezuzah is exactly the same. The maximum to spend on a Sefer Torah is exactly the same. Now, the question is, here by
Rabbi,
Chanukah,
then why is it when we do something, if you're charging somebody, you can't charge them more than a 6, 20%? Why does it go to a third, and now we get to a 6 when it comes to overcharging?
because the 6 that we charge on items is to buy pizza or to buy a nicer car. And here it's a statement on
That's fine.
the mitzvah. Are you willing to spend for the mitzvah the same as we spend for the car, for the shoes, for the tie, for the watch or not?
It was,
By business, Chachamim are very aware that you have to elect the people. For art items, you can charge whatever you want. We're talking about regular items that everyone needs. So this is one of the biggest questions. Here the Shulchan Aruch says, you're not obligated to spend more than a third over the regular item. Regular etrog is $60, pay 75, say 80. Here, Chachamim are doubling right away. One candle every night is enough. The Mehadrin is 2 candles, because you have another family member, or every night you're doubling it. This is
Rabbi Prague,
yeah,
Rabbi
yes,
Prague.
yes.
When Rashi gives those examples later on, when he lists the caves there, Kalev, Sukkah, Yafa, it all seems like the items are chefsa items, but here when it's not a chefsa in the licht itself, it seems like it's more of a gavra thing that you do the mahadrid and not in the chefsa. Or am I looking at it incorrectly?
No, but they do here. Listen carefully.
Is the hidur on the chefsa or the hidur is on the gavra here in this
So
instance?
in general, it's on the chefza. Here it's on the gavra. In general,
Okay.
By sukkah, by etrog, by mezuzah, by.
And Rashi doesn't say menorah yafa.
I've said a few times that people in the 50s, 60s, 70s used to spend for the Sefer Torah case fortune money, beautiful.
Yeah.
Says to them, look at the shmate, look at the piece of garbage the Sefer Torah is.
Wow.
It's the exact opposite. The answer is people are interested in what others are saying.
The show.
No, it's life. It's that people are not doing it on purpose. People are not. The life is, the looks is so here the answer is like this. Listen carefully. When they found 1 jug of oil, there was no need for a nes, not because it's okay to use non-kosher. Make very thin wicks, and the oil, which means the miracle of Hanukkah began with the hidur of the Cheshbonaim. Since, says the Bet HaLevi, since they saw that Hashem helped them not in a normal way, they figures, let us do it the best as it used to be 52 years before, yes? So which means the Nes of Hanukkah is based. Remember, the candles by us is everything. There was no need to have the Nes of the Pach HaShemen because they could have compromised for what we call today. Okay, but the Avad is good, I'm fine, yes. No, they wanted to make sure. Says the Pnei Yoshua, they could have used the leniency that if all the oil is tamei, it's kosher. It's fine. They didn't do it.
100% way.
So the whole idea of the Nes of the Shemen is based on the hidur of the Cheshmonaim and the 25th of Kislev when they marched in and they found 1 jug. They had enough, they could have used this jug for 8 days, for 10, 15 days, and they could have used it tamei anyway.
No, but the big question is the hidur is some criminal.
So this is why
yesterday. That's the big deal.
in Ephesus, yeah.
You said
So
because the
this
other was
So this is why when Chachamim decided to emulate what they did is Chachamim are telling us, you want to do it right? This is part of remembering the nest. Remember again, if the idea is by lighting, yes, by making a statement, this is also part of the.
But the statement that we're making is a Shebach HaKadosh Baruch Hu, right?
Correct.
But isn't there, where in this myth, I know we don't like to show off, but there's something I remember as a child being so proud, driving down Ocean Parkway, I remember as a kid, and
Yes.
seeing all the licht in all the windows. I mean, and
I know
you say we
the-
don't want to show off, but there's some pride in this Hanukkah.
Yeah, there is
I mean,
a
it maybe gets,
Yeah, you're right. But remember,
I mean,
but this is part of the Pirsum HaNes.
because, you know, when you have an opportunity to light on my kitchen table,
Right.
am I hiding or my window? Why am I not putting it in the window? Am I afraid? What is
But the bottom line is how comfortable we feel by making this type of a statement. But remember, if you are lighting it on, where are you? West 90th, you are making a statement for the Goyim. No. There are many Jews that are passing tomorrow night, and they see.
all right? So, and when you lived in Eretz Yisrael, right? Where did you light your menorah?
In front, like everyone, in the front window. In the front
And
window, that
You didn't have a separate place outside, like a little box that you put it in.
I did not, but today more and more people are doing it. Yes. Today,
That's why I'm just asking how you did it. Okay.
no. Later,
But that wasn't Pirsum Nisa. That was just the show Shevach.
No, but the Pirsum Nisa is the Shevach LaHashem that every Jew is showing other people. Look what happened tonight. We are afraid to look at it this way because he's right.
Larry, what floor are you on?
Larry is on the first floor.
Sorry,
Yes.
I could be on any floor you want, but you know, it's like Eli. It's like wearing a yarmulke on the street. You wear a yarmulke on the street, or you wear a hat on the street. And why are you wearing a hat, a baseball cap, and not a yarmulke? I have to answer that all the time.
Okay, but unfortunately, we live in a hostile environment.
And see, but in Eretz Yisrael, the Yom Tov takes on a different feel because
This is one of the advantages of living in so-called the
in
Jewish.
Chutz La'aretz, what is it? It's like we're embarrassed to light our own candles. The streets are filled with trees, and I can't light a candle because I'm afraid. I mean, then we're really telling ourselves something.
I went once to a funeral here in go to Israel and Haifa, you will be sure that you will see blacks in the Menorah. He's talking about Jewish community. Come to Borough Park, every house has 8 menorot. In Borough
How
Park,
beautiful.
Go to Williamsburg, every house. Go to Monroe, everyone. Go to Lakewood, you'll see tens of thousands. Much
Right.
more
It's a,
to see here. Tens of thousands.
Larry, we put it all in our windows. Who's not putting
we
it in their
do, but
window?
I'm saying, I know, I agree with you, too, but there's a feeling, girl, you don't want to show off, Ike, this and that. I agree with you.
Not showing off. I don't know who's saying show off. This is a mitzvah, and we put it there. We put it in front.
Yeah.
It's a mitzvah.
No, of course. No, many things are not
So this is just my mental issue, Ike.
Oh.
No, I'm just thinking, how do you show off, or how do you show that you're a Jew? Like if you wear your tzitzis out, you're a Jew. You go on the subway, I wear a hat. So why is that? There's something about living in Galut. That's what I'm.
Because you grew up. You grew up.
My housekeeper was in the subway with that. She was in the subway with that.
And people were watching. They couldn't. Even the policeman was watching. Couldn't do it.
Hasidim are not afraid to wear a fur hat in the street, and you couldn't care less what you say. It's the way you were raised. You were raised in the 50s. People, especially immigrants, wanted to integrate in America. You don't want to serve Jewish in America. Yeah, but it's life. Remember, this is life. It's life. I went once to a funeral here, and a fellow was eulogizing his father. He said that he went on a business trip with his father to Germany, and they stayed in a hotel, and this was Hanukkah. He says he'll never forget that his father says, "I know it's Germany." Rolled off, and he lit Hanukkah candle in a hotel in Germany. On him, it made a tremendous impact.
Yeah.
Rabbi, I prayed,
you
I
afford-
prayed in the middle of Berlin airport. I'm not, that
I-
doesn't bother me what the goyim think.
No, but the point is, between me and you, of course, the father didn't have to do it. Because there's no Pirsum Nes on Goyim, it's only for Jews. Pirsum Nisa is for Jews, not for Goyim.
Yeah.
Never ever step the eyes of the Goy, I'm a Jew. I mean, but in New York, in big cities, every place you go, you have Jews. So remember again, the reason why we are Me'ader much more than we are Me'ader on every other mitzvot, but to begin with, the miracle of Shemen started at that. So we saw in Tosfot that you have only two opinions. Either every night you add a candle, but not every family member, or every family member, but you're not adding a candle every night.
Just one.
Right, so the Sfaradim, of course, you'll see in a minute why, following the Rambam. Look at the Rambam in Chod Chanukah all the way to the end.
You know, it's like on October 7th, we walked one way, and today we walk a different way. It's something about.
Listen, this is part of the challenges that the Jewish people have for thousands of years. I'll tell you a story that really touched me a lot. There was a young lady with her parents in Germany the night of Kristallnacht. The parents have a big business, and the German friends, believe it or not, told their parents, don't open the store that night and move away from your wealthy people, move away to the edge of the town. Fine. She went to high school, so she had to come home, and as she is about to go to her parents, the pogrom began. So hooligans. Now, she figures if I'm dressed the way I'm dressed, everyone in the street will recognize it. She happened to be blonde also, but she was wearing long skirts. So then she decided, no, I'm going to, all the kids in high school do, the girls. Before you roll the skirt. So she rolls the skirt and this, and she opened the bottoms on her blouse. Then she goes down. Before she goes to the street, she tells the story. She figured, Larry, your dilemma, but this is the pogrom in action.
It sounds like Shalosh Matanot, Rabbi Prague.
Says to herself, am I a phony or not? She goes back up, she rolls down her skirt, she closes the two buttons, and she walks through the crowd. She says, I'll never forget. She comes to her parents after 20 minutes, she falls on her mom, she starts to cry, Mom, you have no idea what I experienced. And she told her mom, a challenge. This is what the mom did. The mom says, so open the button. She was wearing the Magen David. She says, you were saved only because you closed it. And you left it open because you are blonde and sexy. They would identify you right away as a Jew because of the Magen David.
Wow.
She used to tell this lady, used to tell this story all her life. Her mother, she was weeping. I mean, but this is the point. The point is that, let's see the Rambam. Hey, look at the Rambam.
I think we're doing right on the Muslim countries.
Larry, a lot will change January 20th.
Keep it down. In Muslim
countries, Joseph said that the Jews, Ashkenazic European Jews said the same, be under the radar.
Yeah, that's
okay? It. But this philosophy to show, you know where it comes from. We are new Jews, aren't you? You're afraid to admit. You have to be under the radar. This is what Galut is about. How about this a lot? Go to the Rambam Perek Ravi Halacha. Now you have a Perek Ravi. It's really interesting. Look. Kama nerot umadlik. Kama nerot umadlik b'chalukah. You listen carefully at the Rambam is warning it. Mitzvata שיהיה כל בית ובית מדליק נר אחד. It's a very interesting language. Every house, madlik, should have a lit candle, yes? Later we'll talk about it, if a child can do it. בין שהיו
Why didn't he say mitzvatam ner ishu veto?
שקט. בין שהיו אנשי הבית מרובים, בין שלא היו אלא אדם אחד. והמהדר את המצווה,
But I mean, if someone's not home and they're away, is someone obligated to walk into the house?
no. The answer is no, because he is in Florida or in Chicago, he's living in Chicago. In Chicago, this is what his house
He's
is.
resigning at the moment.
Only if people live in the house, yes.
But in Pesach, if you are away, you have to become Hamila in your house that you're not living. It's opposite. It's a
Because
different
over
thing.
there you have to remove the chametz from your property. It is your property. If the house is occupied, והמהדר את המצוות, מדליק נרות כמניין אנשי הבית. Now did you hear the words? מה זה מדליק את הנרות? מדליק? single? מדליקים, no? Let's continue. נר לכל אחד ואחד, לפי הרמב"ם, בין אנשים, בין נשים. The נשים is single daughters, or the wife. והמהדר יותר על זה, this is exactly the Ashkenazi custom, yes, ועושה מן המובחר, מדליק נר, again מדליק singular, לכל אחד בלילה הראשון, ומוסיף והולך בכל לילה ולילה נר אחד. כיצד? The Rambam wants to make sure that we understood what he said. הרי שהיו אנשי הבית 10, men and women 10. בלילה הראשון מדליק, again, not מדליקים, 10 נרות, ובלילה השני 20, ובליל שלישי 30. עד שנמצא מדליק בליל שמיני 80 נרות. You know what the Rambam says? Not only you are adding for everyone, the Baal Habayit is the one that lights it. We'll talk later about it. Gimel, Lut Gimel. Up till here, the Rambam told us how he learned the Gemara, and basically this is what.
Is that one Chanukiah of 80 candles the last day, or it's, I mean, or is it
There's 80 Chanukiyot. Because of
10 Chanukiot, 8 each? Okay.
Because of the Tosfot that said that otherwise no one could tell. How come you have 80 candles? Now the Rambam is going to tell us, but we, the Sephardic Jews in Spain, are not doing what I just told you. Which means up till now, the Rambam told us how he interprets the Gemara. This is the way Ashkenazim do, unlike Tosfot.
So what is Madlik?
He said it. Then he says, Madliki is that Joseph is lighting 5 menorot for every family member.
Oh.
This is what the Rambam is saying.
The head of the
It's
household.
not hiding it, he's saying it open.
He's the
He is the one. You mean,
that's interesting.
מנהג פשוט,
Shoot.
בכל ערינו ספרד, this is written בערך 1200, שיהיו כל אנשי הבית מדליקים נר אחד only בלילה הראשון, ומוסיפים והולכים נר בכל לילה עד שנמצא מדליק בליל שמיני 8 נרות. So the Sfaradim took it from here, of course not from here, it's Shulchan Aruch follows. בין שהיו אנשי הבית מרובים, בין שהיה אדם אחר. It's again very unusual. The Rambam is telling us at the beginning, I'm learning the Gemara that every family member should have a menorah, and every family member should add a candle every night. But the minhag pashut, he says, in Spain is the way all the Sfaradim do today, and it's 1 candle per house. It's fascinating.
Is he stating there's a logic for that, or it just became a custom?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. What's the reason?
Did he find
The
a
reason
source?
is the Tosfot.
Ah,
Just like the
alright.
Tosfot, which means
Right.
Hag Pashut b'chol arei Sfarad, even though I, the Rambam, learned the Gemara the way we learn together.
Yeah.
Every family member is lighting and he's adding a candle every night. But the Minhag Pashut is like the Tosfot. It would be fascinating. I'm sure there are papers about it, but you can say whatever you want. Okay?
Even where the Tosafot get it.
What?
With Tosafot.
Oh, because if you learn the Gemara,
You can see how to reinterpret those words.
of course, because if you learn the
Yeah,
Gemara,
it's-
you can hear very well. I was
room for interpretation.
tomorrow we'll talk what gives every family member the right to make a bracha. Remember,
Oh,
in my
Oh.
house, the minute I lit my
you could be
menorah
Yosef.
tomorrow night, the house has already
You
a
could be
menorah.
Yosef, all of them.
So how can everyone make a bracha now? This is Rabbi
Because
Akiva
they have their
Eger.
own
Rabbi Akiva
Hanukkah,
Eger is
though.
bringing.
Have a good day, Rabbi.
Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Take care, Larry.
Yeah, have a good day, guys.
Remember,
Thank
Joseph, Rabbi said,
Thank you, Nathan. Wow.
your kids are in college.
The best.
You're the best.
Even if your kids are in upstate New York in college, you are making the bracha and you are mutzi your kids.
Well, I'm saying.
Rabbi Prague, did you see the news today?
What? What?
Did you see the news? You have to say it. Unfortunately, 3 boys were killed,
Oh, yeah, I mean, yesterday.
Soldiers?
So,
and the woman passed away. Do you see the service that woman had? She passes away, her son and her husband. It's not normal. It's just
see, whenever we thought that the South is clean, it's clean one shot.
They don't stop people.
But to see what you said before.
only good news, Rabbi Prague. Have a good day,
You said
everybody.
before